I know I could. We're foundational Black Americans. We're phenomenal people, and we've been too damn nice with sharing our damn culture, and then people start taking that for granted. We share our culture and say, okay, well, since we all melanated and we all of African descent, yeah, we all can share. And then what happens is we saw what Busta Rhymes did. Y'all remember some years ago, Busta Rhymes was like, yeah, the Americans, they ain't got no culture. Yeah, hip hop came from us. Everything about hip hop, that came from the Caribbean. Yeah, because, they, over here, they ain't got no culture. Well, what they got? They ain't got no culture. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. So yeah, we said, no, we're gonna have to change this thing up. Now we're gonna have to start bringing truth to power. We're gonna have to, if you're gonna make an omelet, you're gonna have to break a couple of eggs, and a couple of feelings gonna get it. LC Don, hop on LC Don.
Hey, you lighting this whole TikTok on fire. What's good?
What's up,
Hey,
Playboy? You good?
what's up with it? Hey, we met a few times in real life though, but
Have you
hey,
been to the museum?
yeah, the museum on Crenshaw.
Yeah.
I've been to the screening for Hidden Colors 5, all that shit. Yeah, I appreciate you. Because hey, because I remember years ago I had a Jamaican friend though, right? It didn't dawn on me why he was always like talking because when I was like when I would be hip up on what black folks need to do and you know what I'm saying, overcoming, our oppression and all this other stuff, he was always on some, you know what I'm saying, he was always on some anti, you know what I mean? He wasn't against, you know what I'm saying? He was always against what we doing on the spaces. And it didn't dawn on me like why he would be like that, you know?
Yeah. And
Then
yeah, yeah. And
then
you know
I
what?
go
Thank you for
ahead.
the call, brother. And you know what? We started noticing that whenever we started talking about reparations, we would always see somebody jump up, man, we don't need no reparations. Man, we don't need nothing, man. We ain't gonna get no reparations. We and us and like, and after a while we start saying, who are these people? Why are they saying that? Who would be against reparations? And then we start looking in the backgrounds of these people, and we started to see these were people who weren't even qualified for reparations. These are immigrants. Every time we would talk about reparations, the loudest people against it were immigrants. And I bring this up all the time. When they had that little jive ass reparations hearing in DC years ago, they had a dude named Coleman Hughes and they had Candace Owens up there. And both of them were on national TV talking on reparations. Now, we know Candace Owens, she identifies as Caribbean. This Coleman Hughes guy, they left his last name out. His real last name was Cruz, and he was Puerto Rican. He's not qualified for reparations, and he was against it. Yeah, two and two together with these people. Okay, let's get them. Jasmine.
Hi, Tariq. I want to say that I super appreciate what you have brought to TikTok.
Yes.
When I first came on this freaking app a year ago, I was just like everybody else. Like, where do I fall into the space of these weird Africans and the Siberian Native Americans and
Yeah.
Mexicans sometimes, and like everybody's trying to say that they are foundational Black Americans. Be
Yeah.
okay. And I always thought that it was super weird. Then I would go to the panel and they'd be like, well, you know that Kamala Harris went to an HBCU. And I'm like, there's white people that go to HBCUs too.
Oh yeah.
But on her birth certificate, where she's allegedly from, which is Cali, where I'm from also, it says on her birth certificate, Caucasian and Jamaican.
Yeah.
Who
Of
has
course.
Jamaican on their freaking birth certificate?
Right. Right.
Very weird behavior. He was born here, just like Obama, who was born supposedly in Hawaii when he's a whole Kenyan, and he grew up in freaking Indonesia. He only
Yeah.
went to high school with his white tea KB mom.
Mm-hmm.
These things bother my soul.
Yeah.
And I've been saying that since I've been on TikTok, and I kind of floated between the term FBA in the Caribbeans, and they like to lock onto the American Indian tie, right?
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, because we're American Indian. And it's like, are you talking about the continent? Or are you talking about the USA part of who we are? That's
Yeah.
where they always start to falter. Well,
Yeah.
you know, I'm American because I'm Tejano. I'm South American. I'm Guyanese or whatever, and we're Indian.
Hmm.
And they're not the same. And I don't want to get too off point because I
It's
can
okay.
just go on and on and on about these pretendians. And I heard you talking the other day about the two types of Indians,
Yeah.
American Indians. There are the indigenous black types, the Amasi, the Choctaw, all those tribes where they had to either be forced to go to a reservation and get welfare or be freedmen and actually build this country. And that's what FBA is when I think
Yes.
about it.
Absolutely. Thank you, dear. Because yeah, that's another hustle. I'm telling people, a lot of people who are saying that they're Aboriginal or Indigenous, Caribbean. Yeah, I just saw a video of some chick was Tariq. The Haitians, they Aboriginal to the Americas too. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, they're trying to backdoor this shit, man. They're trying to backdoor with some Arawak and Carib Indians. They're trying to use this retroactive backdooring into the foundational Black American lineage. They're trying to be real slick. And the thing is, if you immigrated here, that's irrelevant. If anybody in your family immigrated here, they ain't FBA. If there's some immigration papers somewhere on one side of your family, that ain't it. It's that simple. What's your name? Monumental, I think that's your name.
Yes, sir. Monumental Musa, man. Shout out to you, man.
Respect, bro. How are you?
Yeah, I'm well, man. I can't complain, man. You know, I'm from Chicago. I've been following you for a long time, and I'm
Yes.
glad. I'm glad that you brought up this conversation about delineation because it's very needed.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a 37-year-old American Muslim, right? I practiced Islam for a long time, but by choice, though, not
Yes.
because it's something. I just feel like Islam grants me a lot of discipline.
Oh, yeah.
And I go to the mosque with a lot of people from West Africa. You've been to Chicago. You know how the downtown Islamic Center and all that stuff is. And I've asked these people, West Africans, Central Africans, Ethiopians, Somalis, Eritreans, you know, they do not treat us very clear distinction between the foundational Black American and themselves. And they talk down on us very badly.
Yeah.
You know, so like when this delineation occurred, I was so ecstatic for it to happen. You know, and shout out to Professor Smalls. You know, because y'all two talking points is the main talking points that I've been able to utilize to substantiate why I am a foundational Black American.
Oh, yes. Professor Small, he's the truth. That's one of my master teachers.
Yeah,
And you know
and I'm
what?
glad you said that because people always try to say that you don't like him, and I'm like, that's contrary to the
Who
truth.
the hell? Man, anybody say that is a damn liar. Don't ever, man, anybody say some shit like that, check them. Professor Smalls is
Yeah.
like a father to me, man. Hell no. I
Yeah,
love
they
Professor
always
Smalls.
say that. I'm like, that's not even true. Like,
That's not true,
Tariq
man.
Nasheed
Me,
always speaks highly of Professor
he's in my
Small.
new movie. Yeah, we got a new movie coming out. He's in it. So yeah, don't let these folks be on here just lying their asses off, trying to sow division and all that stuff. And yeah, we ain't going for that. Watch these liars out here. That's a bald-faced lie. Thank you for the brother. Lady Dolphina.
Hi, Tariq. Thank you so much for having me on. And I saw you in person at the Reparations Task Force hearing in Oakland,
Oh,
and you
cool.
are a lot taller than what I imagined. I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
why. I thought you was about like sitting at like 5'10", 5'11". I think you're at like 6'2", because I was in heels and you were still way taller than me.
Oh yeah. I'm
And
like
I'm
I'm like
5'11".
6'4", 6'5", 6'4",
Oh
6'5".
yeah, you very tall, because I was still looking at you out and about. Shout out to you for the museum, and
Yeah.
thank you so much for lighting up TikTok. It has been so hilarious. And shout out to the family in the room, because they be, whenever you go on, I be getting a lot of like, come on in here, you know. So shout out to you and shout out to everybody here.
Yes,
I just
indeed.
have two quick points, Treat, just
Go
two.
ahead, bro.
The first is that my father was born in the same time period as Mrs. Imhoff, and he has two Negro parents on his birth certificate, and she has zero. So everybody can take that for what they will. I am Black American on all 8 sides for context. So again, my dad, two Negro parents, Mrs. Imhoff, she has zero Negro 10 miles away from each other. The second point is about the identification. And Kyle, is there any way that you can mute, because I can hear your background? Thank you so much, sir. So with that MENA classification, Middle Eastern, North African, none of these Africans said anything about them, and they've been trying to delineate on the OMB for I think like the last 10 to 15 years, and they are actually African. So why do they need us to be that so bad? So those are my only 2 points, Tariq. Thank you so much.
Thank you, beloved. Oh, that's a great point. That's true. Yeah, these Muslims over there, over here, they're delineating. I forgot. That's a phenomenal point. Yeah, they're being a separate category, and they're from Africa. And they ain't saying nothing about them. They're not saying one thing about them people from their own continent coming over here delineating. They're going to be a whole different ethnic group on the census forms. But everything is all about, well, they got 50 damn spaces daily running simultaneously about these FBAs are xenophobic. You hate us. You hate Africa. You hate yourself. Yeah. Everything is all about crapping on us. Let's get Brother Cal. Hop on in, brother.
Hey, how you doing, Tariq?
I'm good, Cal. How are you?
YouTube, and seen that you have come over to TikTok. Welcome, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you're saying. And the gaslighting is crazy. I listen every day during work, and a lot of your videos get me through the workday. So I'm happy that you allow me to come up. Want to thank you for everything you do, and I'm trying to make it out to the November event, right?
Yes, and then those tickets are gonna go on sale hopefully this Friday. So I keep you posted on that, definitely. Thank you so much, Brother Cal. Let's get Descendants of 1804. Oh, I guess they didn't mean to get on. Okay. Let's be very careful, guys. If you get on, may or may not want to get on, you might hit the button by mistake or whatever. All right, let's get on. Who is this? Let's get King. King, hop on in, brother.
What's up, Tariq?
What's up, King? How are you, sir?
Man, I'm doing well, man. I wanted to let you know you got the streets on fire for 2026, brother. You do.
Yeah, I'm trying, brother.
You are, man. So keep your foot on the neck. I want to let you know the streets are talking about you all over. Houston, Texas rocks with your message, man, and we love you, brother.
Man, respect. I got to get down. I'm trying to buy a house in Houston. I love Houston.
Okay.
Sir, thank you, brother. Yeah, Houston is a vibe, man. I'm trying to get a house down there because we fell in love with Houston. Who is this? What's your name? D? It starts with a D. I got old Negro eyes. I can't see that good. D, what's up, man? Hello? Hey, brother, everything all right over there? Okay. I'm hearing some noises over there. Everything all right over there, brother? Okay, sound like he's working at Chuck E. Cheese or something. Okay, let me get some more folks in here. All right, let's get your phone lines together when y'all try to come in, family. Get your phone lines together when you try to come in. All right. I'm trying to add, every time I try, it's funny when I try to add people, the names jump around and then I end up adding the wrong person. I've been trying to add Brother Leo in here. Okay, who we got here? Because I'm adding so many different. Let's get Random. Random.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
How you doing, Random? I'm good, man. What's going on with you?
Man, it's a pleasure to hear from you. I've been watching you since like a friend sent me to you like 10 years ago. Maybe about 9 years ago when you was doing the Mac thing.
Mac lessons, yes.
Yeah. You talking about you helped a lot of brothers out during that time.
Oh yeah.
And still helping brothers out.
I'm doing my best, brother. Absolutely. How you been, brother?
I've been good. I've been real good. Now I just found out about this Like,
Yeah.
start seeing it like everybody saying like it's just roaming in TikTok and they just trying to bash you. And I'm like, well, why? Like,